A unanimous vote in Davis School District putting the Bible back into school libraries. This reverses actually a committee decision right now saying that parts of the text were too vulgar or violent for younger students. Davis District says it stands by the process in place here to review certain books.
For decades, the number of books challenged in American schools each year was in the hundreds. But according to data from the American Library Association, that number has skyrocketed.
Yeah, more than 2,500 titles were challenged last year alone. To find out now how Utah compares to the national trend, the KSL investigators asked all 41 school districts how many book challenges they have received in just the past school year. Danielle Rivera with the results.
The rhetoric is heated.
Pornography is being purchased and brought into our schools.
I do not want to put pornography or even pornography adjacent materials on my shelves.
The results, not what the legislature had in mind. Utah lawmakers are going back to the drawing board after a law they passed last year led to the Bible being temporarily pulled from elementary and junior high school libraries in Davis County.
The ban of the Bible.
That review happening under House Bill 374, prohibiting sensitive materials in schools.
Has there been pornography on the shelves that slipped through? No, again, because that's not being published by educational publishers to begin with.
Peter Bromberg is a longtime librarian and associate director of the nonprofit Every Library. He's concerned about how the new law is being applied.
When we water down the word pornography to the point that we're applying it to works of literature, then how do we deal with it as a problem if it's just applying so broadly?
So, how many books are being challenged under Utah's sensitive materials law? KSL sent public record requests to all 41 school districts. We've heard back from 34, and more than half tell us they haven't received any book challenges, while Davis, Granite, Canyons, Alpine, and Wasatch school districts have seen the most. Statewide, 35% of challenges have resulted in a book being removed from school shelves.
I think it highlighted the fact that there were, in certain instances, inappropriate materials on our shelves.
Granite School District Chief of Staff Ben Horsley says prior to the sensitive materials law, they had 1 to 2 books challenged per year. Since the law passed, the district has had 94 books challenged by 6 people. Horsley is one of them.
I challenged a piece of material that was brought to my attention by a legislator. The overwhelming majority of the content has come from one parent who's done a lot of research.
Horsley says since House Bill 374 went into effect, the district has spent more than $100,000 and at least 2,500 man-hours responding to book challenges. Time and money other districts are devoting as well.
I think whenever you get in situations like this, it's hard to please everybody.
Garrick Peterson, Director of Academics and Assistant Superintendent in the Wasatch School District, says they've also had dozens of books challenged by one parent. Nearly half of the titles challenged weren't actually available in school libraries. Some have been removed. 6 were sent to a committee for review, and the first book they've tackled will stay on the shelves.
You know, what is pornographic and what has literary value and what is appropriate? Those are so subjective in some ways, and so it's a hard job.
Showing just how subjective the process can be, commonly challenged books in Utah have had different outcomes across school districts. For example, Sold by Patricia McCormick has been challenged in 7 districts. 5 kept it on the shelves, 2 removed it.
Oh, I think it just shows that it's a human process.
Peterson says the district trusts its librarians, and a decision to pull a book from the shelves does not mean anyone acted improperly.
I think they were award-winning type of books, but maybe not right for our library.
Let's keep the students at the center of this, right?
Bromberg hopes renewed conversation on Utah's Capitol Hill will lead to a better way of evaluating challenged books, noting many of the titles removed from library shelves focus on LGBTQ+ and BIPOC characters.
And we want to have librarian involvement and teacher involvement.
And some have been flagged for passages describing sexual assault.
We've seen the legislators say, well, you can't take these excerpts out of the Bible, you know, you're cherry picking, et cetera. We have to look at it as a whole. Let's start there. Let's start from that common ground and have a discussion now about how we make these decisions.
If you'd like to find out which books, if any, have been challenged in your school district, you can find that information on our website. That's ksltv.com. Mike and Deanie.
Interesting insights, Daniela. Thank you.